What's up, golfers? Welcome back to New 9 Golf. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Impact Snap. Now this is a weird looking training aid, I'll be honest. I saw a buddy of mine holding it on the range and I had to figure out what it was, so I picked one up. Let's dive into this review. So I show up at the golf course, I go to the driving range and I see my buddy practicing with this training aid, the Impact Snap. It's super weird to look at. It's kind of weird to hold on to, but I wanted to give you guys an honest review. The purpose of this training aid is to really work on your hand position and rotation and release, which are very key components to the golf swing. The idea is, as you're holding the Impact Snap, it's going to give you instant feedback on releasing your arms through rotation to make sure that your hands are at a good impact position. This is crucial for guys that flip their wrists. Maybe you've been caught or you see yourself on videos of really flipping your wrist or an over bow and not releasing the club. This is a really good tool for you guys. I will mention right away that this little club head is a extra accessory that to buy it by itself, you'll get this little gold golf ball. This is all one solid piece, but this golf club looking head is an attachment. I picked it up because it's more visual, that it makes it look like a real golf club down the line, so I can really think about how I'm setting my hands up holding a golf club. The more I did a little bit of research about this, I found that Golf Digest was actually endorsing this product, that for 4 years in a row, it was rated the best training aid. I had never seen it before until my buddy showed it to me, so that's why I wanted to pick it up. It is a weird looking training aid. If you were to pick this up without any literature behind it, you might be pretty confused on how to use it. Luckily, Impact Snap has a handful of drills and techniques on how to use it and how to better your hand position through the golf swing. Some of my first initial thoughts are, it's rectangular. Why is my golf training aid that I hold a golf club, which is a cylinder or round, why is it square or rectangular? To me, off the hop, is just kind of weird. In holding this, I can still make a golf grip, but it just doesn't feel as familiar as other training aids just because it doesn't feel as golfy, if that's even a word. Maybe it's our own word, golfy. It just feels kind of weird. Another cool feature about the Impact Snap is that it has a weight on the inside that when I turn it, you can hear the weight transfer. So in your golf swing, it's one of the things that they're teaching to help work on your hand release. I'm gonna give this a full swing and I can show you how they suggest using it. All right, guys, we made it to a driving range where we've taken the Impact Snap. We're gonna do a couple practice swings with the Impact Snap to get the movement it wants us to use, and then we're gonna hit some real balls and I'll give you my feedback to see if the Impact Snap is helping our golf swing. Okay, so as I hold the Impact Snap and I take it back, the first thing that I notice is that I'm looking at myself take back the Impact Snap. That when I'm golfing, I'm not looking at my club as I'm taking it back, but because it's a training aid and I want to be looking at it subconsciously, I'm looking at the Impact Snap as I take it back. So I'll see if that's distracting in my swing or not. So the way I'm going to start using the Impact Snap is I'm going to start with just a series of half wedge shots. Because this is working on connectivity and the motion is really a half swing, I think it's going to be best to try those with the wedges. I'm going to pull up my sand wedge and trying to simulate the same motion of getting the load, releasing, and getting this trail arm to touch the yellow ball. So what I'm noticing initially with my half wedge shots is that it's really helping me promote a forward press and stay connected and help on my extension through the ball. If sometimes maybe you flip your wedges where the club head gets ahead of your hands, with the Impact Snap, it's not gonna allow you because you are keeping a forward press and keeping good connectiveness through the golf shot. The other thing that I notice when I practice with the Impact Snap is that it takes a long time for that ball bearing to fall down. So in a normal golf swing, I'm not taking it to the top of my swing, waiting 2 or 3 seconds and then swinging. So I'm interested if that's gonna throw off my timing when I hit the ball. Another thing that I noticed is that with the Impact Snap, I can't do a full swing on the follow through. The way it's designed is it wants me to hold my follow through just after I release through my hips. And then if I get into my full follow through, I'm losing that connectivity with that yellow ball it wants us to hold. So it's an interesting training tool. We've done a couple practice swings. Now we'll implement that in a full swing. All right, before I make a full swing, I'm thinking about the movement that the Impact Snap wanted me to make. That it's a very, I feel much more connected and I'm purposely trying not to look at my club as I take it back like I was when I was practicing the impact snap. Already my tempo feels thrown off because of the ball bearing in the impact snap, that when I take my club back, I'm subconsciously waiting for that weight to fall so I can follow through. I'll make a series of a couple shots and I'll tell you what I think of the feedback of the impact snap. Initial feedback is that I am subconsciously thinking about that yellow ball hitting the inside of my forearm on my follow through. I feel pretty well connected. So I think in using the impact snap before I hit helps you subconsciously think about staying connected, keeping those arms together, and getting your lead arm, or your trail arm, sorry, to touch that yellow ball through impact. In wrapping up, I really like the fundamentals that the impact snap is trying to teach you. It's really going to help you with your rotation through the ball, that if you find you're an arm swinger, you're almost never going to get this ball to touch onto your trail arm. The one thing that I don't like about the impact snap is the amount of time it takes to get the ball bearing to drop to start your swing. If you want to simulate a full swing, you're not going to get that ball bearing in the impact snap to drop quick enough. This is more for a slow pace swing, just to get an idea of the fundamentals it's teaching you. I do think it is a good training aid. It has a good visual, and the shots that I hit with my club without the impact snap were very well connected and had pretty minimal movement. I am going to give this a new 9 thumbs up. I think it is a good training aid, something you can use at home and take it to the driving range. Thanks so much for watching the New 9 Golf channel. I'm your host, Brandon. Support your local golf community where you can, and we'll check in with you next time. One of the best key features that no one else is going to tell you about is that this makes an awesome massager. If you see, I can turn to where my shoulders always bug me. I'm not even kidding you. This is, in the golf season, my tightest area. This thing holds up as one of the freaking best massagers. So it's going to help you release the club, going to help you rotate, and it's going to work out those kinks that they won't tell you about online. The impact snap.